Look, John, I'd really like to see you today.
I can't.
It's important.
Dad, listen, you can't just call me out of the blue and expect me to jump, because first off, I don't really want to see you, and even if I did, I can't. I'm busy.
Look, I know I screwed up, and I understand if I'm not.
Yeah, me too. I'm not looking forward to this weekend much.
Oh, come on, Hank. He's your best friend.
Yeah, once upon a time in Long Island, calls me up out of the blue. Haven't talked to him in years. Says he's got something important to talk about.
Whatever. Just have fun, you know?
All right, well, call me when...
A fine old time down Mexico way. Yeah, I can take care of you. Then out of the blue, Ricky jumped me and left me stranded.
It'll calm the nerves.
I'm in a dream.
I used to be like you. Until I was 25. When out of the blue, my cleaning lady shows up as I'm brushing my teeth. Except she's got no...
Sorry, what?
Wes, it wasn't just breakfast, you know, it was, breakfast. Come on, here we had this very good, very platonic thing going on, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue...
Are you blind? Angel, there are things called signals. Odorless, yes. Invisible, certain.
My apartment in America.
Oh, I just had to see you, darling. I have been longing for your tender touch.
Well, but just like out of the blue? Was Barry's touch not tender, or...?
I how you say dump berry.
Oh,
Just love lasers. Plus, they got bumper boats, so...
Hey, everybody. Walt suddenly decided to invest in laser tag, just out of the blue. Really? That's what we're supposed to tell people, our family, our friends, the government?
Man, look at the sad sack I found moping around the lobby.
Hey. Oh, hey there, Walt. Hey there, buddy. Listen, I'm sorry to drop in on you out of the blue.
No,
It's a bad time. I could...
No, I'm just kind of settling into the new digs here. What do you think, huh?
I guess coming back from a cook. Gage always said half full. So you had to walk 3 miles with a jerry can while I waited on the side of the road, praying the whole time that no cop would show up, no good Samaritan.
You. I'm trying to track you down for ages, and all of a sudden you started popping up on some computer databases. Poof, right out of the blue. Stuff on there about you going rogue, selling secrets.
Someone wanted to use me. Make sure I had no other options.
Some estate issues.
Estate issues, right. As in, when you're dead. Well, come on. I doubt that you would have appointed me as your executor out of the blue. Why don't you just tell me what's going on?
Have you heard of La Nación?
I'm a forensic accountant. It's mostly bankruptcies, but I do a lot of consulting for divorce attorneys. So Ms. Toohey called me up, out of the blue, and wanted to meet and go over some financial issues.
Whose financial issues? Her own?
Well, she didn't say.
Soulmates. And then a couple months ago, he changes. He got so serious, so secretive. And then out of the blue, he just dumps me. For no reason. I just wanted to know why. I deserve...
Personal issue.
It must have been pretty serious. We checked with friends. Apparently he was a rising star at the firm. Until about a year ago, when out of the blue, he just became distant, withdrawn. Marriage fell apart, and he started doing drugs. It's like something happened.
I was our only family, so we'd get together for dinner every few months. But it's strange. She actually called me last night. Out of the blue.
And what did she say?
That she had something that she wanted to talk.
I tried to trace them back to their source. All I knew is that they were coming out of the States. And then Alice called me, out of the blue. Said one of her clients, Steve Warner, had a secret.
Well, are you telling me that Steve Warner...
What if I'm sorry, until a year ago, I had no idea who you were. And now you come out of the blue, and the only thing you have to say is, what have you learned? How about...
I don't know where he was crashing.
Well, did he stop by? Because your address was in his pocket.
Yeah, he did, but it was weird. Logan called last week. Out of the blue. He was flying into town, and he asked if he can have a small box shipped here.
What if it was small?
What about?
Old times. He wanted to share a drink, relive the glory days.
Just out of the blue?
Why not? Hardkill did a solid for both of us. Even after all these years, not a day goes by where some Middle-aged dude doesn't see me.
Is the least of your worries.
So what happened that night, Sandra? The sex turned deadly?
No, there was no sex. 2 weeks ago, Wolf called me out of the blue to tell me we were through.
2 weeks.
I tried calling him, but he wouldn't call me back, so I...
Rios is actually a Trojan horse, like a virus designed to steal intel from the government, corporations, anybody, everybody.
And you just thought this up out of the blue. No flash, no proof. Beckman will laugh in our faces. Guess the apple doesn't fall too far.
His eyes are so tiny.
So the city council just stripped you of your mayorship out of the blue?
He said I lost public support. How could that have happened?
You did.
Well, this is certainly out of the blue.
I've been squeezing the Attorney General for it, but I didn't want to get your hopes up.
I didn't ask for a plea deal.
Look, Arthur.
Annie leaving Odie and I.
Leaving? I thought she was with you and Calder.
She left us standing in Director Fitzgerald's office, and then out of the blue, Caitlin Cook calls me and asks me about an op Annie's working with Ryan McQuaid.
We should talk.
Beer bottle?
Jesus. Out of the blue, Dex. What brought that up?
Harry's been on my mind lately. I was trying to...
I'm not asking as your wife.
Vince and I were having drinks, keeping to ourselves. And then out of the blue, Sergeant Lopez starts talking shit.
What shit?
You know, shit. He was...
Right over here. So, how's it going with that man of yours?
This morning, out of the blue, he told me he loved me.
You say it back?
No, I ran.
You're doing a great job of letting me know that. But this wasn't easy on me either.
I'm sure. You know, from what I hear, that promotion just came out of the blue.
You think that my becoming lieutenant had anything to do with what happened between us?
No, I'm sure it was just...
You can cancel that shit right now.
You got a problem with compliments?
Yes, I do. When they're slightly cheesy and they come out of the blue, yeah. I'll try to contact Lori and get permission for the exhumation.
Can I tag along for the interview?
That's all you need to know. Come on, show me Harold Saxon.
Martha, where are you? I've got this new job. You won't believe it. It's weird. They just phoned me up out of the blue. I'm working.
Oh, like it matters.
I'm sorry, but you're not allowed it.
Harold Saxon, a modern Churchill. It's the... Me a coward.
Who put you in charge anyway?
I'm sorry, but you're a doctor of what exactly?
He wasn't even booked in. The rest of you, tickets in advance. He just turned up out of the blue. Where from?
I'm just traveling. I'm a traveler, that's all.
Like an immigrant. Who are you talking to?
How so? They're offering me Alan's position. They want me to run the studio.
Wow.
Yeah. I know, it just came out of the blue. What do you think?
Oh, I think I'd like us to finish what we started together, but...
3 in the morning.
I've seen enough. You can stay if you want.
What's your problem?
I don't have a problem.
Well, you're acting like an asshole out of the blue, so it's either because I wouldn't kiss you before or you're just a mean drunk.
Not drunk anymore.
Mistake.
No, sir, there was no mistake.
We hardly see him. How could you have dragged her into this?
Last time we saw him, he dropped by the office out of the blue. About 2 years ago, he hadn't seen Sarah since she was a kid.
For 10 years, they're killing a river.
Darcy.
Next morning, he was gone. But then last week, he turns up again out of the blue, and he gives me an envelope. It's full of money, $5,000. I say to him, what's this?